What up? What up? What up? What up, nephew? What up, nieces? What up, niece? How y'all doing today? How many people in here? All right. Got some things to get squared away this weekend before I head down to Atlanta. So, here's what I want to do. I want to follow up on the broadcast I did the other day. Ladies, stop being so picky and pick the 6-7 dilemma and how to get married in under 6 months. If you have not watched that live stream, do yourself a favor. Skip to the last 30 minutes, listen to the ladies on the call, and then start from the beginning. Godfather out here, hashtag showing that work. And fellas, CIA, top 20%, movers and shakers, the high value men, special agents, whatever we want to call the top 20%. The men who are out here doing what you're doing, you want to secure that legacy, have your 3-4 sons, secure that, and the women out here who want to be a part of that program and secure the bag, whatever. Everybody know where they want to fit in. Here's the thing. We got to talk about some things. And I'm going to do a long form broadcast tonight, and we're going to have more women on the panel. Because let me say this one thing. What consumes your thoughts controls your life. Simply put, what you focus on, you find. I want you to listen to a lot of people out here and listen to what they're focusing on. If you're on a platform like mine and I'm not focusing on self-improvement, becoming the best version of yourself, if I'm always focusing on how jacked up stuff is, how wrong things are, how bad stuff is, then I'm really not talking about self-improvement. I'm focusing on the wrong stuff. And you can tell what you focus on because that's what you find. Let me tell you something, ladies. If every dude you find out here, if every one of your relationships, ladies, every guy you've met, or 80% of the guys you met, or 70% of the guys you met have been assholes, players, liars, that's what you focused on. That's what you found. Let me give you an example. You ladies out there, shoppers, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know there's this bag you want. There's this Michael Kors bag, or this Chanel bag you want, or Dooney and Burke, or Louis Vuitton, whatever. There's this bag you want. So you found it, and it's in your mind, you know what it is. Then you go out to the local mall and you go looking for it, and they don't necessarily have the one you want, but you see the sales rack and all this other kind of stuff. They're like, well, we don't have that one. And instead of leaving the mall and saying they didn't have the one I want, and let me go to the mall or go to the boutique or whatever directly, to find the one. No, you start looking through the sales counters. You start looking at alternatives. I wanted the Louis Vuitton shoulder bag, but they didn't have that one. So, well, this kind of like it. It's not Louis Vuitton. It's this, and it's not a shoulder bag. It's that. It's not black. It's yellow. But and then you wonder why you go home, you buy it, you buy it because that's all the money you got, and you want it right now. You buy it and you take it home. And then you go show your homegirls and everybody else, and like, yeah, girl, you know that bag I was looking for? Here it is. They were like, wait a minute, I thought you said you wanted a Louis Vuitton shoulder bag. and you got you a Michael Kors, a little whatever. It ain't the same thing. Yeah, but you know, I got it. What would they say? What would your friends say? They'd be like, that ain't what you said you wanted. Why didn't you just leave and go find it somewhere else? Girl, I got tired of looking. I mean, it was right there. You found what you were looking for. You weren't really looking for the Louis, that was just a dream. That was just a dream. You was just talking. You knew in reality you didn't have Louis Vuitton money. You had money for that little bitty yellow thing instead of the one you said. So you found what you were looking for. See, if you had the money to buy what it is you was dreaming of, you'd have just went to Louis Vuitton website, said, here's my credit card, ship that shit to me overnight with the complimentary gifts and everything, and it'll showed up. What am I saying? One, are you really being honest with yourself? Look at the cross section of the men you've been with, and that's what you've been focusing on. That's what you've been looking for. Maybe it's what you felt like you deserved. I don't give a shit. That's the reality. The reality is what you focus on, you find. You want a higher caliber men? You want better caliber men? Then focus on those guys. Focus on what that guy is, not just what he looks like, what his character is, where he goes, what he does, who he hangs out with. Go to the Louis store. Don't go to the knockoff. What are you focusing on? Or are you focusing on the fact that, well, Louis, that there ain't that many Louis, but here's what most women do. Yeah, I want the Louis, and I even had a credit for it, but there ain't that many Louis stores. There ain't that many Louis stores, and before and I know what I say I want, but I really haven't seen it, so I want to put my hands on it, and I gotta do all the testing, and then yeah, you see where we're going with this? It's like, to get what I want is too much damn work. It's too much work, so I'm gonna just take what I can get. What you focus on, you find. But see, here's the thing. If you already made sure that this is what I want, and this is all I will accept, you'll go to the Louis store. If you have to go to Paris to get that damn bag, you will get the bag. And you know what made me think about this? On a panel, they were talking about how women, when they are emotional eaters, and how they'll go to one place and say, I like the chicken from KFC, but I like the biscuits from this place, but I like the coleslaw from this place. Yeah, I grew up with women like that. I grew up with women that would go out to get dinner, and it would take 3 hours to get all the goddamn components. You goddamn right. They would go to Church's for the jalapenos. They would go to KFC for the chicken. They would go to Popeyes for the biscuits. They would go to a barbecue place for the coleslaw. This is just regular goddamn dinner. And then wonder why they couldn't find what they was looking for. They was piecing shit together. Ladies and guys, anybody, what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on the 51% divorce rate? Are you focusing on all the marriages, 8 out of 10 marriages in the end of divorce? Well, and I said that on my other video. I said I'm taking all the objections off the table for both men and women. And I still had men come into my chat room, into my comment section, after a 2-hour broadcast, as powerful as it was, I had guys come on and say, yeah, man, but you still, 51% divorce rate, put all these goddamn stats. If you wonder where your comment is, it's gone, just like you. I told you don't come in here doing that bullshit. I told you don't come in here doing that bullshit. I even wrote it in the comment section because I don't care about the scarcity mindset. I don't care about the loser mentality. I don't care about the fear-based thinking. I want to deal with people who actually want something. Look here, man. Success is an echo chamber. This is not a democracy. If I ask you not to do something, I mean it. If you don't want to be involved, somebody, fine. But shut your fucking mouth if I don't ask for it. That's what you're focusing on, and that's fine. But if people want to get together, they gotta, like I said, go look at the broadcast. Because like I said, look at the broadcast. The world ain't changing. These laws aren't changing. These laws aren't going to change for the next 50 years. For the next 50, 60 years, these laws are going to be what they are. So you're going to have to deal with whatever it is out here. Men, you also got to realize this too. What you focus on, you find. If you say all the women out here are just gold diggers and hypergamists and cheaters and liars and da-da-da-da-da-da, first thing I'm going to ask you is show me your work. Tell me about your last 3 relationships. And what I find far too many is you ain't even out here. I was on the panel with a dude over here talking all this societal shit and hypergamy and blah, 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 and this and that. I'm like, are you even out here? Don't make it personal. So let me get this right. You just want to talk about a general ass issue that's not affecting you personally. To what end? To mentally masturbate and waste time. I don't have time for that. Men, here's something else, guys. Get away from people like that. Get away from people who aren't on their purpose. If they just talking about bullshit, stuff that they ain't doing, and complaining about it, see, it's one thing to talk about it once. It's one thing to talk about it one time. But when you go to these people's platforms and that's what they talk about all the time, ask them, where's your last relationship? So let me get this right. You talk about relationships all the time and how fucked up it is. Oh, okay. Well, and even if you are talking about it in general, are you a counselor? Are you a therapist? Are you in the industry? No, I'm just talking. What you focus on, you find. What you focus on, you find. What consumes your thoughts controls your life. So ask yourself a real question. What are you focused on? And number 2, let me follow up on this. For all the ladies who say they want to get married, for all the women who say they want to get married, for real want to get married, I'm going to ask a harsh question. Grab your seat, clutch your pearls, and I'm going to ask the question in love. Why are you 170, 200, 210 pounds if you want to get married? If you want to get married, why are you so big? If you want to get married, men, this is what I want you to look for. For the guys who want wife and kids, I want you to look, this is what I want you to do. Look at the sister that showed up at the end of the broadcast. She was natural, little to no makeup on, petite, feminine. That's what I want you to focus on. Here's what I want you to focus on. The women who want to be in a relationship, they're gonna look like themselves, and they're gonna be less than 145 pounds. That marker you start looking for. That's right, ladies. That's right. I'm telling men to look. Just like you look success signals for men who are husbands, men who can provide, they do a certain thing. Women who are serious about getting married they should automatically not be 200 goddamn pounds. They shouldn't be 180 pounds, 170 pounds. You should be 145 pounds or less. Oh, well that's too, because the follow-up question is, well, how can you seriously say you want to get married and you let yourself get this big? You don't say, you just expect the person to take you as you are, and they shouldn't have no standard. No. You seriously want to get married, then you seriously need to look like a wife. We're going to talk about this tonight. If you seriously want to be a wife, you seriously want to get found, then you're going to have to go out there and show us your work. And the first way you show us your work is with your weight. Your weight, size 6 or less. Am I lying, guys? Guys, And I'm just saying, and here's the thing, for every woman, it's like, well, some guys like thicker ones. Well, where's your engagement ring? Where's your wedding ring? For the guys who like that, where's your engagement ring or wedding ring? How many proposals have you fielded? We're gonna talk about it tonight. Get you a bottle of wine, some tissue. You need to get your credit card too. And we're gonna go to work. Peace.